Hello, mega exercises. This is the Master Lady here to remind you to exercise your muscle. Welcome, welcome, welcome to yet another fantastic, exciting video where we will be learning how to exercise our talent muscle. If you're here for the first time, welcome. We always love it when somebody new is here to come learn with us. Mega exercises, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you will be notified whenever a new video comes out. Also, if you want your talent muscle advertised, just send an email to market@tgmmega.co.za and all the necessary information will be sent to you. We are still busy on the series of What's in a Name. Brands that we eat, the brands we sleep in, the brands that we drive in, what has made them a name? What has made you prefer them above others? What has made some of them last 50 years, last 100 years? What has given them that longevity and be transcended into generations, right? What has made that name the name that it's been? Over the past couple of videos, we have taken some learnings based on these world or yeah, world known names, right? We have taken some learnings that we can apply to our talent muscle because now we have discovered there's something special about each and every one of us. God has given each and every one of us a talent, a gift, something that we are supposed to impact our world, our generation, and the generations to come. Either learnings, either skills, something that we need to transcend and move on to the next generation, right? So we want to learn from the people who are already doing it. What are they doing that we can apply to our lives so that our names can be great and also beneficial to people in our world and the generations to come? So, last video on this series, mega exercises, I know, but we've learned so much. And if you've not only just been listening, but if you've been a hearer and the doer of the word that I've been speaking, you will definitely see the changes in your life, see the changes in your thoughts, see the changes on how you are giving this gift of yours, how you've changed your business, and just applying the learnings that we speak about every week. If not, please start now, mega exercises. There's no use in you just listening to me and not applying it. It will not benefit you. You need to hear the skills and then apply it. You will see, I guarantee you, you will see the difference in your business, in your talent muscle, in your life, because you're here to benefit from your talent muscle, and also the people in your life are here to benefit from your talent muscle. Cool. So, last video of this series, What's in a Name? Today, we are going to be talking about what's your plan? What's your plan? Yeah. What's your plan regarding longevity, right? One of the reasons why we started this series is to learn how to have a name that lasts long, that lasts beyond your life. When you're gone from this earth, your product, your skills, your knowledge, the learnings that you've gone through, the next generations should benefit from it. Last video, I made this beautiful example of, think about a meal, a cake, a milk tart that somebody does, and they're saying, "This is my grandmother's recipe." And Granny, probably when she handed it over to you, said, "This is my mother's." It's been handed over from generation to generation. It shouldn't only stop with Sunday meals, it shouldn't only stop with the milk tart. It should apply with skills. Have you seen these brands where the name is onto the third generation, the business is onto the third generation, fourth generation. They have learned these skills, they have learned business skills from their parents, their great great parents, because those parents handed over something that these generations are now benefiting from. The mistakes you're doing, mega exercises, your children should not be doing it. You are supposed to teach them from that so that they can avoid it and they can grow faster than you did, right? Some of mega exercises your parents weren't rich. Your parents couldn't afford to take you to school. Your parents couldn't afford to give you the soft life that you've created now, or the comfortable life you've created for you and your children, right? Your children should not go through what you have gone through to get to where you are. You should be shoulders on which they stand so that they go higher. They should be shoulders for their children. So basically, what you're doing right now should build two shoulders, two platforms for two generations to stand on. What you're doing right now, whether it's just simply baking, simply playing soccer, that skill you should be teaching to your kids. You should be teaching business skills. If you're an accountant right now, even though your kids might not have a primary accounting skill, it could be one of those other skills that they will need to maintain their primary skills. Remember the video speaking in other tongues? So your skill could be their primary also, or could be a supporting skill that they will learn from you. So nothing is wasted, mega exercises. Don't think, I've built this and my children will never benefit from it. They will. They need to learn. They need to learn the pitfalls to not go into. They need to learn what works so that they can maintain it. Remember last week's video, maintenance. So you are doing this so that you can benefit the next generation. Hence today's video. What is your plan? What's your plan on longevity? What's your plan on getting known? So you've built this name, right? But only maybe you and your husband and your extended family know. Maybe your extended family don't even know that I'm into business now. I do catering. I do DJing, right? So what is your plan? Firstly, to get your name known out there? Do you have a marketing plan? Do you have a plan on getting people to know you, referring you? Do you have a plan? After you've gotten one client, what is your plan to grow that into two clients? What is your plan to grow that into four clients? The talent parable in the Bible, we've got somebody who was given two talents, somebody was given four talents, somebody was given five talents. What they needed to do, the objective of giving them those talents was to multiply it. The two multiplied their talents, the one didn't. We are striving to be to those two who multiplied their talents. What is your plan? Nothing happens by chance, mega exercises. This is your life. This is your gift. This is your business. This is your service. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You are the savior of this gift. You are the maintainer of this gift. You need to have a plan. If it's not your strong point and you need to outsource somebody with that talent muscle, you still need to put that in your plan. What is your plan? How are you going to get your name known out there? How are you going to grow this? So now you probably just have one consistent client that you're always baking for. You know, with this client, whether it's her birthday, her husband, or her kid's birthday, they come to me for cakes, for example. What is your plan to get the second client? What are you doing to be known out there? Do people know? Do you put on your statuses? Do you put on your social media? What is your plan to get known? What is your plan to grow, right? When I'm saying growing, I'm not saying immediately 100. Remember, we grow we grow in small chunks. If you're only catering for one client now, you want to grow to 100, you will choke because you don't have that expertise. We grow from one to two to four to five, substantially. So, what is your plan, firstly, to get known? You've got the client that's consistent. What's your plan to grow that one into two, to grow that two into four? How are you telling them? Please, when somebody asks you, talk about it. Or on your cake, are you putting your name there so that when we come check the cake, oh, we can see this was baked by her. What are you doing so that we can see your name for name's sake, right? What is your plan to be known? Think about that. and implement that, please. What is your name? Not only to be known, to grow. So now it might be that I only have utensils to cater for one client. Maybe I'll need more baking pans. I don't know. What is your plan to grow? Now that you're known, what is your plan to grow? To grow. Either you must maybe fix your back office, like we were saying, if you're into sales products and you're selling products and you've got people helping you with sales. Does your back office have the necessary capability to maintain all those sales that will be coming in, right? What is your plan? Do you have a plan? When we get 100 clients, suddenly, do you have a plan? Where are you willing to grow? For the next week, for the next month, we're planning on maybe we'll cater 5 people. We can only cater for 5 people. What is your growth plan, mega exercises? Luckily, this video is coming out first week of the year. Many people have made, those New Year's resolution, those plans. Let's put more meaning into our plans, right? Now that we are conscious and we are purposely wanting to build a name with this talent muscle that God gave us. What is your plan? What's your plan? Your plan on being noticed or known? What's your plan on growing? Do you have a plan that, okay, so maybe some people have already, built an established business. It's running well, you've implemented some of these steps that we are only implementing now or learning about. Do you have a succession plan? Should something happen to you? Is there somebody you trust that will still continue with this name, in building this name? Remember, we said we want to build a name that is beyond you, that is beyond your children, beyond, that goes to the second generation. Do you have a succession plan? Mega exercises. Don't listen to this and thinking, this is not for me. I'm baking one cake consistently. You still need a plan. There's a saying that says people don't plan to fail. They fail because they don't plan, right? So plan to avoid the failure when you're growing. So it might be right now it's just a plan because you're not there yet where you're needing, succession plan, but you're here, but you need a plan. A plan means something you can grow to. You're making room for growth. That's why you need a plan. I once heard this story, where you're praying for God to send rain. This guy was praying for rain, and then there was no plan. Should the rain come, what's going to happen? Do you have an umbrella? Do you have a raincoat? What's going to happen? Make sure that you've got a plan so that the blessing that you're praying for do not kill you, do not suffocate you, do not give you stress. Plan so that when those blessings comes, when that growth come, you are ready for it. What's your plan, mega exercises? What's your plan to be seen, to be noticed? Marketing plan. What's your plan to grow? Do you have a growth plan? What's your succession plan? Is there somebody besides you who knows what you do? It could be maybe your children are too small, your wife is not involved, your husband is not involved. It could be somebody else that you employ to come help you. Do they know how to replicate what you're doing in your absence? Not only in your absence, sometimes it could be because you need somebody, succession plan, or somebody who knows what to do in the business, because uh, business could grow and you need extra help. Is there somebody else who knows what to do when you are not there, or when you are swamped, right? What is your succession plan? And also think of succession plan where you are no longer here. Can this name continue, or will it be buried with you when you're buried? I know some people might think, I'm not gonna die, this will never happen. Mega exercises, remember, we are on the earth, but we are going. That's all our journey, right? So it's very, very vital to have a succession plan. What's your plan? How are you planning to be visible or known? How are you planning to grow? What do you need to make room for growth? Remember, we're praying for rain. Go get the umbrella, go get the raincoat. Plan for that blessing. Then, is there somebody else besides you that knows what to do when you're not there? there a succession plan? Succession plan could be once you're no longer on the earth, or while you're on the earth, you're just swamped. Can somebody succeed and continue building this name that you are sweating and putting all your energy into it? Some of us, all your money, all of who you are, you're pouring it into this. You don't want it to end when you cannot maintain it, right? When you're on holiday, can somebody continue? When you are does somebody else besides you know what you do? You need to plan for all of these mega exercises. What's your plan? Because remember, why did we do this series? So that we can also build a name that is lasting, that lasts, that benefits our generation and two more generations after that. It could be the skill that you're learning could benefit somebody, another kid, somebody else 20 years from now. They could learn, oh, there's already a light bulb that's created. I don't need to go relearn how to create a light bulb. Why? Because the previous generations, they taught the next generations after that, right? Nowadays, people are just thinking, how do we make the light bulb more pretty? How do we create chandeliers? How do we paint on it? They're not trying to recreate the light bulb. But if the previous generations just thought about themselves and never thought about generations to come, every generation would have to reinvent the light bulb. That is what we're trying to prevent, mega exercises. The generation should not be learning what you're learning right now. They should be learning better. Remember, this is their base. They must grow higher. Their shoulders will be the next generation's shoulders. So, what's your plan? What's your longevity plan? What have you put onto paper? What are you putting into practice to ensure that this name that you are busy building right now continues? Or the name that was handed over to you by the previous generation. You might be the second line generation, the third line generation. The name should not end with you. You must always be thinking next generations. How do they benefit? How do I pass on the baton to the next generations? This name, this business, this skill, this talent muscle, this knowledge should not just end with you. It should move on to the next people. But if you don't do something about it, it will. It will end. And then all of these lessons will be for nothing. It will all be null and void. We want to carry on the legacy. We want the next generations to learn from us and benefit from us. The learnings, the pitfalls you've gone through, they shouldn't, right? They should discover new territories. They should be a new, like reinvention for them should be quicker than them because they'll be less hesitant, right? So, what's the plan? What's the plan? Don't just listen to me and thinking, okay, Muscle Lady, sounds good. I like that. What are you doing about the information you've been learning here? How have you been implementing it to make sure that you build a name that lasts long for your generation and generations to come? What's your plan, mega exercises? This is the Muscle Lady here to remind you to exercise your muscle. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it and value you. Please share the link with your family and friends so that they may also learn how to exercise their talent muscle. Also, drop us a comment. Let us know what you've experienced, especially on the series of What's in a Name. How are you applying what we've learned? What are you experiencing so that other mega exercises can learn from your experience? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you will be notified whenever a new video comes out. Click here to catch up on all the previous videos in this series of What's in a Name. And click here to catch up on the previous series of Power. Until next time, this is the Muscle Lady here to remind you to exercise your muscle.